So in this vlog, we go on a tour with Brad Long, who is the Deputy City Administrator with the City of Madisonville, and then also Mayor Kevin Cotton, as I joined them after the show that they do every Monday morning. This Monday mornings with the Mayor, 7:30 until 8 a.m. on 103.5 The Light. Joined them after the show at City Hall. Then they took us on a tour around town. So come along for the ride. All right,
And Miss Emily at the airport.
Excuse my face, I was in a sack race incident this weekend.
Oh my gosh, girl.
Well, I had to win.
Did the sack win?
No, the ground won.
Oh.
But I was leaning forward to get to the finish line,
my
and I face planted in the dirt.
So did you win?
I did. It was worth it.
So the momentum going forward.
So don't post any videos of me on the internet.
So Emily is our airport manager. These are a couple. We have 18 ambassadors. We'll bring another group out on Wednesday. A couple of them were able to come today. So just showing them a little bit about our airport, and I know we'll be back out here later in the program. So wanted to kind of just introduce them to the airport, show some of the upgrades that we've been able to, you guys have been able to put in. This space too has been renovated.
This space was renovated 4 years ago.
2019.
Walked
in and saw that it was still in the 80s.
Even though this building was built in the 90s, it was
87 is what I thought.
97.
Yeah, February 10th, 97. And that's important to the mayor's point where he talked about how much traffic we have in and out of here. You know, this is their first impression of Madisonville. For a lot of them.
Front door to the community.
Right.
It was horrendous. I think I have a picture somewhere.
Board meetings and check ride things going on in the conference room, and then corporate pilots that are maybe they've flown people here on business, so they usually will go in there and relax and watch TV. And we've got some snacks in here, so they can kind of get something to eat and drink. And then this is one of our main hangars out here. Right now, the flight school, their mechanics are operating out of here, so they've got 4 helicopters. I think half of them are out flying right now, so they're just in here doing some work. And we have a citation jet that's normally in here as well, but they're gone right now. The flight school will be moving over to the new hangar pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll save the flight school.
Yeah.
Come in, they're seeing that traffic count has increased.
Put in new wayfinding signs.
New wayfinding signs, new docks, new fountains. We have a kayak rental out here now.
I like that.
Yeah, so we have 2 new kayak launches that were actually just put in this year. So it's similar to Mahr Park, which we'll see later on. You can rent them from the pro shop up near the golf course. They'll give you a key. You'll bring that key here to this Connex box, which this Connex box was built by our park employees. It was a wide open box. He went in and he fabricated all the doors, all the rollers.
But I didn't pay attention to the
New
court.
trails.
That is a nice basketball
Yeah,
court.
it's really nice.
Upgrade all of the bathroom facilities and the concession stands at the pool.
You can see all the deck apart stuff getting ready to go up as well, aimed up against the fence over there.
That's the first time I've seen that irrigator. They have every restroom at the city park has now been upgraded. That was a big thank you to the tourism committee. They saw the amount of traffic that the park was getting and felt like that for a better tourism experience that we needed to upgrade the restroom facilities. So the clubhouse has all been updated.
We'll see it later in the tour
All
or
the
later in the program.
All new.
Landscape.
We just spent a lot of time and effort and quality of life outdoors.
Have you addressed the park's golf cart situation?
Those are leased, so it's that's something that's a good question for you to ask to Caleb Nelson. What that looks like.
On Saturday mornings, before I started doing the country club, we would come out here first, and when we would try to get a cart, there would be none. And then when they would give you one, we had one that the roof would almost fall off. And
Yeah, they've got new ones.
And then they had one that was flat tires. They had a problem with flat tires.
Yeah, they've upgraded, like the mayor said, where they're leased, we do get newer ones in. So those are, I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about. We've gotten some newer
Better
ones
ones.
in.
Yeah, that's good.
Elmer Kelly Stadium has had, I don't know, about everything upgraded that you can upgrade at this point, except for the concession stand area. That's
Yeah,
still in the process.
and actually just this
New
year,
scoreboard.
was able to get some new seat backs, stadium chairs, and we're going to slowly change those out, especially for the ones right behind home plate. If you haven't been to a game there, I encourage you to go because there's even the inside of the
What about
stadium.
press box?
The concession
stand and press
box
box
are
is
the two
next.
that's next.
This bathroom I don't know if you all have ever used these bathrooms, but they used to be
Disgusting.
horrendous.
They were.
And we've been able to upgrade those. We'll see if Cash is awake or asleep.
What's up, guys?
Over 4,000 last year, 4,000 entries into the pool. That was just in the summer. I'm thinking either 5,000 or 8,000 rounds of golf.
8,300 rounds of golf, 4,364 rounds of mini golf, 500 community center rentals, 4,050 people in the pool, and over 600 volunteer hours. Just in this park.
That's just in this park.
Not counting Fourth Fest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not counting Fourth Fest.
There's another bathroom upgrade back there. A lot of people don't even know those bathrooms are there.
That tree is gorgeous. That one tree right there.
You see, so this is another example of just how our team comes together to work. You'll see departments out here that are working on. I'm wondering if they're not working to protect the park. Yeah.
Hey, why don't y'all hang out every chance you get, Goldilocks? Easy, I got guests. Say hello.
Decorations, or is it sponsored?
All the way down to
Tourism.
the lake. A new parking lot, new restroom facilities, and almost 9 miles of very intense mountain bike trails.
So this is another example of restaurant tax, what we've been able to use it for, and the reason why that's so important. If you come out here any other time than 9 o'clock in the morning on a Monday, this parking lot's going to have someone that's not from Hopkins County in it, and we do it all the time. We come here all the time and just look at the license plates, see where everybody's from. These trails in 2021, I don't have the numbers for 22 yet. From January to September, so 9 months, there were over 20,000 miles recorded in this mountain bike app. And those are only miles that were recorded. So you think about how many people came out here and rode without recording them in the app. And that's only 9 months of the year, 20,000 miles. These are very, as the mayor said, intense trails. We had a good partnership with a group out of Arkansas that came in to help design the trails and did a fantastic job. We have a group of volunteers that help if we have a big storm or some winds come through, they'll come in and help clean up the trails, get the trees off the trails. Grapevine Lake has not always been the most
Desire park.
reputable
Yes.
park in town, but the transformation that has happened out here has been phenomenal, and it's got a view that a lot of people don't know that that we have something like this.
I guess it's not used for what it used to be.
It is not.
It's not used for what it used to be.
We got cameras out here. It's much more lit.
Oh my goodness.
Internet is available.
Internet, yeah.
There'll be another dock
is
coming in out
beautiful.
here. They used to have one, but when the
This is my first time over here.
Later
Yeah.
in the year, you can't hardly fish in there for the moss. But
In this area?
I tried that last year.
Yeah, so this is a
This is
beautiful.
really nice. I haven't been out here since.
You,
this
if you
has
catch it
been-
early in the year, you can.
So this park is so. Another question, Mark. I'm sure you know the answer. How many parks are included in our Parks and Recreation Department?
I don't know that one.
oh, stumped.
I don't know it.
I'm trying to think of how many.
So Mahr Park.
Do you take care of just Madison? Are you talking about just
Yep,
Madisonville?
Madisonville Parks and Rec. Mahr Park
Is there 7?
Is its own entity. So you've got the city park, you've got Grapevine, which is where we're at. You've got Festus, over off Hopewell. You've got Cherry Park. You've got the skate park.
What's Cherry Park?
We'll drive by it.
What's the one with the
Is that
pickle? There's one that.
Cherry Park.
Oh, that's Cherry. Okay,
Yep.
Cherry.
And then actually, our cemeteries are included in our Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay. So how many of those?
We have 2 cemeteries.
Okay,
So,
two.
Just this year.
So what is that, 7?
Just this year, we were able to transition some of our staffing to now where we contract the mowing of the cemeteries. Used to we did all of Oddfellows, and we realized that it was more cost efficient for us to transition those employees to the park, to actual working in the parks, and contract the mowing for the cemetery, which saved us a couple $100,000 a year.
We are at the Salvation Army here in Madisonville, getting ready for a ribbon cutting on our city tour still. We might go in and show the building off a little bit too, before it's all said and done.
David just said, David, thank you so much for leading us in that, but also thank you for what you do each and every day through your service through the SSVF program. But I want to thank you for your service as well through the U.S. Navy. Now, recognizing that you're a veteran, I also want to see, is there any other veterans that are in our attendance today? If so, thank you. We do want to acknowledge you. If you would just please stand or raise your hand, we want to acknowledge you and thank you so much for your service. We also want to acknowledge who's here today. Each and every one of you are here. We also have our mayor, who's calling himself something different each time he introduces himself. But Mayor, we know who you are, and we are so glad that you are here today. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your presence here with us today. We want to thank our Salvation Army divisional team under the direction of Lorena Hood. Who's here, and Lorraine, if you could raise your hand, we want to acknowledge you. Thank you so much for your presence. And then most importantly, our SSVF team. We do want to acknowledge under our direction of Julie Copeland and her team, if her team could stand please, and those that are also from our Central Territory, if you could stand too. We want to thank you so much for your leadership and all that you do for our veterans. Now, let me just say this. We have veterans and we have people who choose to go in service for each and every one of us. They choose to fight for our freedom. They choose to fight for our protection. They choose to serve us as citizens of this great country. But you know, the reality is that so many times, unfortunately, those men and women who have chosen to serve and to fight for freedom, they themselves become bound in their lives. They become bound by maybe poverty. They become bound maybe by homelessness. They become bound by health concerns. And the reality is that their quality of life is taken to a place that no one should be at. But thank God for the SSVF program, the Supportive Services for Veteran Families Services. And we are so grateful to the VA for allowing this program to take place, and we're so grateful for the opportunity as a Salvation Army of Madisonville, Kentucky, to be a part of this work.
And for this community, and for the solution to homelessness. I'm going to try to hold all those papers right there. So in 2019, I had the privilege to meet with some of you all, mainly Lorena, and work towards the solution of homelessness in this community. And the Salvation Army took charge and said, we want to be that solution. And that's exactly what we see out of the Salvation Army here in Madisonville and Hopkins County. You all have done amazing things to impact the homelessness in our community. And for that, I want to say thank you to the board of directors, to the volunteers, to the staff, to the donors. It's all of us working together as a team with one united goal, and that's to make an impact for the Lord and homelessness, right? It's our responsibility to share love, to give support, to give a hand up, and you all have surely done that. And I want to say thank you on behalf of the city of Madisonville. So please give yourself a hand.
We appreciate your support, Mayor Cotton, and your partnership and your pledge to make Madisonville a place that serves and finds services for persons who are suffering with homelessness. So our supportive services for veterans program started in Kentucky for the Salvation Army last year in July. And so we opened our doors serving 11 counties between Paducah and Hopkinsville. And we told the VA, there's more veterans suffering. There are veterans staying here in our shelter in Madisonville. We have teams here who want to help. Please, can you provide more funding so we can expand our services? And that's exactly what's happened. So officially, as of today, the Supportive Services for Veteran Families program is open here in Madisonville. So what it means for you and your community is that veterans who are homeless, who don't have a home anymore, who have lost their home, who may be sleeping outside in their car, on their friend's couch, can get support to help become stable and find housing. It also means that veterans who are in danger of losing their homes, in danger of eviction, can have some support. We, with this program, it can provide a lot of financial support, rent, utility deposits, rent deposits, utility bills. We can also provide assistance with equipping a home, from purchasing furniture and household goods. We can help with transportation. We have wraparound services. We have case managers who help connect the veterans to services they need. We have a healthcare navigator. The healthcare navigator provides assistance with anything medical, help with doctor's appointments, help advocating for the veteran with the Veterans Hospital.
All right, let's do it.
So this is taking you inside the building for the Salvation Army here in Madisonville. Looks like they've got refreshments in here, donuts. Helping out our veterans any way that we can.
Our girls are here full time. There's a fourth one that needs to be here. This is the busiest station in town for structure fires because the homes on the north or the south end of town are typically the older homes that we have. So if there's going to be a wiring issue or heater issue, or that's typically in this area. Not always, but it is. It just needs a lot of work. They're here,
very outdated.
They're here 24/7. This is their sleeping area, and you'll see that there is 4 bunks in here, but it's so tight that there's just not even room for them.
Needs to be like painted or something.
Poor fellas.
They're roughing it. They're camping in here.
They are roughing it in here, that's for sure. Not a lot of privacy. And then we'll go on out. So you can see why it's not real conducive. The alarm goes off at 3 o'clock in the morning. They're coming out of there, coming down these steps, and then getting on the truck. So typically you're out here, you got your gear on, and you're getting in the truck in about 45 seconds. We've already had to come in and extend the height of the color that they are, just because of the exhaust. We wrote for a grant and was able to get this exhaust system put in. This is helping with that now. But up until, what, probably 2 months ago?
Yeah, it was very recent.
This was installed.
This is what happens in this building
happens
here.
in this building. He's been able to upgrade all the motors for what they call the river.
You can kind of see the water.
That's all sewer.
That's all sewer right there. This is a really disgusting
So,
plant, but it's really cool.
but every bit of rainwater has to go through that also?
Yeah, all of it comes into the system and comes right in here. It comes into that building, and then from that building it gets over to this box in the middle, and it gets diverted over to these tanks on the left. And then it's stirring it up and moving it around, and then it'll drop down, and they'll get a tour. Will they get a tour of this?
Yeah, we'll be out here. Yep.
So I'm not gonna go into too far, but
Yep. But that'll be in the spring. You guys will forget it. Yeah, y'all
Roll
smell
right
that?
there.
Ew. Don't roll your window down to make it worse.
It's really bad out here in the summer. 90
Yeah.
degrees and humidity. Ugh.
So the one behind the mall is no longer functioning at all?
No,
I remember it
that
used to be
belongs
terrible.
to
We don't
the,
even own it.
That belongs to the RV part, the guy that owns the
Bud's
RV.
RV.
Yep.
So then that gets moved down to the clarifiers, which is what another one they're building over there.
Yep.
There's some chemicals that it goes through kind of a cleansing process once it moves through those stages. I always explain it. There's some ultraviolet lights. Take a tanning bed on steroids, and you can kind of see where those lights once we get up here that will cleanse it. There's some chemicals also that get dumped in, and then you can kind of see where it comes out a little bit there. That's once it kind of goes through the whole process. Roll that one over.
Where do the solids end up?
We're going to show you.
We're gonna show you here in just a second.
Where you want me to go?
I just wanted to pull up and see what the progress was of this whole.
It's massive.
Oh, they got the floorboard. Well, they got the gravel in. They don't have it poured yet.
And what's that going to be?
It's going to be
It's
another
gonna
one
be
of these.
tanks. So this tank has just had a full remodel on it.
Painted the inside and
Resurfaced the base.
And so that is just going to be the part of the new sewer that you're upgrading?
no.
No? That's just this is just the transfer station.
This is just the treatment plant.
Yeah.
The $25 million project he's talking about is
It's just getting it to.
it's getting it here.
Getting
right.
it here.
How much capacity has this got that's not being used?
Oh, we're good. We've got a lot more available.
We're 40%,
Yeah.
50%. We're like super low.
So there's where it comes out after the process.
And then that's going back out into the creek out here to the right.
Oh, they've got it shut.
They do have it shut.
Dang it. So we'll see that, but that's where the solids end up. We call it the Browning machine.
It comes into this
Ew.
building, and they take a construction container a day out, about 20 tons a day.
Where does it
Of
go?
sludge.
I work for David Green.
Do you guys have a lot of trouble with the pump stations where people put stuff in and flush it, or like the pilot? We found mop heads that come through our transfer stations.
Yeah, we get mop heads that come through ours. That's what that screen's for. It pulls those mop heads out.
It's crazy what you find in a transfer station.
But you'll see this over the next year and a half go into the ground, which is to the average citizen doesn't mean anything, but to us this is super cool because all those projects that we talked about being in the pipes, they're made possible because of this right here. If it hadn't been for this, we wouldn't be able to have a sportsplex, wouldn't be able to have,
Sure.
a lot of the industry, Ostrom expansion, those types of things. It helps all of that flow.
Will it have how many lift stations will it have from Ostrom to over here?
It's eliminating a bunch
Oh, is it?
Let's make it more direct.
because of the size of the pipe. They're
We
able to
have,
gravity flow most of it.
how many lift
But there's a $6 million lift station right over here in the back corner. That's where it's all dumping into.
We have 52.
Oh man, it's a bunch.
It's 50. I think it's in the 50s lift station. and our wastewater collection. So every day of the week, 7 days a week, those lift stations are monitored. We have a crew. See. So the trust, the Mahr Trust, has come in and agreed to pay for a brand new sign. I don't even know how big it's going to be.
It's going to have a water feature that is pumping water out both ends of it. So it'll have a waterfall on both ends. And this is the extension office over here. It's a $6 million project. It will be a nice convention center.
So they'll be moving from over by Ridgewood to over here.
And they've been a huge partner in helping us with the Arboretum status.
I've been out here since they did the hay bales.
Oh yeah.
I love the hay bales. I had to do it last year. And this year when I came out here, I was pleasantly surprised. It was just so nice. It was
There's your dog park on the right. The big dogs are on the right. Small dogs are on the left. We got a big dog rock. That's Rocky. Ashton named him.
The amount of traction that happens at Mahr Park is honestly unbelievable. These pavilions, especially on the weekend, they're constantly full. You don't have to do anything to reserve these. They're first come, first served. They're constantly full. Birthday parties and events, things like that.
So this is the playground that we have. So the playground at Cherry Park, remember, was coming here.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what we ended up with.
Yeah, that stuff didn't fit over here, did it?
It just didn't fit. It wasn't the right piece of equipment for over here.
This is really pretty though.
So this is just phase one. Remember, we dream big.
Phase 2 will come down the hill and then go back up the hill. There'll be a water feature at the top of the hill and a real shallow creek bed that will go back down to the bottom, pump back up.
We own this house as well. This is the McDowell house. It's used for a couple different reasons, but there's some vision for this space as well to help with birthday parties or even just events or more of like a nature center type thing. There's a couple different ideas. Also able to use it to, the last couple years with the minors?
The National Minors coach, head coach, has stayed here.
When they're here during the summer. You'll learn more about the kind of ins and outs of that whenever we have our Mahr Park night, but there's between 200 and 300 acres here at this park. We have Ashton as our superintendent. She has a couple event, so they work pretty hard. When we had Harvest Fest out here, there were around 24,000 people that were here that weekend. This park was spotless. Those guys never stopped, emptying trash, cleaning the bathrooms.
If somebody went to the bathroom, somebody was going in right behind them after they left to make sure there was nothing wrong.
We have two 18-hole disc golf courses out here. The championship course, there's a rec course and there's a championship course. Championship course is rated number 2 in the state of Kentucky.
And that's here?
That's, yeah, right here. Number 60 in the world, which is a big deal. We just hosted less than a month ago. Kentucky State Disc Golf Championship was hosted here, which is a big deal. So a lot of stuff going on. This is the Welcome Center. We'll go in there. This used to be the Mahr home.
We actually rented the back patio.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Back there for a graduation party.
Yeah.
It was beautiful back there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It was hot. It was warm, but you didn't feel it because it was in all those trees. It was nice.
Our pumpkins are
Slowly dwindling. So we've been able to come in here. This, of course, used to be the old maintenance barn, and that was the old hay barn. So we have been able to build a new maintenance barn. It's over in the woods, in the ground. So I did that so that you couldn't see it from the trail. And then we were able to turn this one into an event space and add all the parking for it. And then
That was already there?
It was just the shell for for the tractors
Here.
over there.
Oh, there, yeah.
And this was just a shell for the hay.
Dirt floors. And,
So we
That
put in
looks good.
restrooms and she did a good job.
yeah, I haven't seen that.
And it gets used all the time.
All the time. Monday through Thursday. So it
I
makes
know.
sense.
It was funny.
We got bee boxes on top of the hill now. Huge pollinator garden in the back corner.
Yeah, all of our guys are trained in beekeeping, which is kind of cool. They can tell. Ashton can tell you how many birds are hatched out here. It's crazy.
Was it in here?
I don't know if it was in that one. Maybe is that the new one?
Might have been in that one. Let's see. She rented a paddle boat 60 times in 2022.
There's the kayak lot share.
43 bike rentals, 296 kayak rentals, 96 trees planted last year, 60 new signs, 73 eastern bluebirds hatched, and 121 purple martinbirds hatched. And we installed 18 new natural stone benches in 2022.
How many miles of walking paths out here?
It's right at 2.5.
Paved. But
Paved.
then there's
There's
miles
soft
and
trails.
miles of soft trails.
Yeah. And we actually just applied for a grant to extend our
Paved trail.
paved trail at least another mile, I think. And that will take it over the hill that we drove up on back into around that little pond down there. I think there's 7 ponds out here. Part of our team here, part of their job is to maintain those filters. So on a given day, you'll go in and you'll see some of the guys that will be repairing some of those, I don't know what they're called, fibers or strings that break. They'll be replacing and repairing those and getting the filter back in working order. And that's why Alan's here.
That tower that I saw over there, water tower,
Mm-hmm.
where is it?
What water tower?
Over by the industrial park.
Oh, over that way. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I didn't remember ever seeing that one.
It's back
I knew they
behind
built
GE.
one out toward North Hopkins out there. And
Yep.
so how many towers do we have?
So we have the one on Kentucky.
4?
We have the one on Grampian Hills. We have the one out on
41.
the north in the town. And then we have that one right there.
I noticed it. I'm out here all the time. I've never seen that one.
And then there's tanks right over there. Those are the clear wells. So that's holding water as well.
Yeah, this is, again, something a lot of folks take for granted. You don't think about what goes on behind the scenes to make sure that when you turn your faucet on, you have water, clean water. Alan and his team have received numerous awards for the work that they do as far as quality goes.
You put it
Yeah.
so that they can kind of oversee that down there.
Yeah,
Because that's going to be the
that's
building.
what it'll be at, yeah.
And how many stores do you think will come from it?
Up here. There's
Yeah, that's
9
true.
stores,
That was 8, but yeah, somewhere around there.
8 or 9.
That's exciting.
Oh, man.
And the front door, the way that it's laid out, the front door of the new facility will be the back door of Kroger's. And it's open to the public, so anybody can come to Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
So if you take the back corner of this building, it's going to go straight across. And
all the way that way.
So the front door of the new shopping center will be right here.
And so the railroad tracks and the development from the sports complex.
I'm going to show
So
you.
you're
I
going
was
to
gonna
see
say
that
it's
too.
gonna
Yeah,
come this
so
way.
this road will connect to it.
Gotcha.
So right here in this bend, this will start shifting to the left and go right down through the middle of the road.
And are they going to widen this too? Then you said it's going to be 3 lane. Are they going
This
to
is
widen
3
this?
lane all the way down.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
Yeah, it'll go all the way.
You'll see it here in just a second.
That's amazing.
You could actually, you'll be able to drive all the way back to the railroad tracks.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think when people hear us talk about it, they fully understand the concept behind it.
No.
Well, and then they're like, well, what about all these people? You know, they gotta have a place to live too. Did you consider the people that live in the trailer park? Yeah, we have.
And they'll be easily to access. Some of these people may not drive. They may be able to walk to the stores. And I feel like it's a...
And all of that over there will have sidewalks on it.
Yeah.
Get there.
Yeah. Let's go straight across
So the rumor I hear is Hobby Lobby. Is that true?
There are all kinds of rumors.
There's going to be a big announcement on Thursday that will be able to tell you
I
the
can't be there
majority of where
Thursday.
those stores are.
I have to
so
work.
just watch it online.
Yeah.
We'll be
Facebook.
Facebook Live.
Facebook Live.
What time is it again?
10 o'clock. Thursday. Right up there where we just were. So this is the road right here.
Oh, wow.
So it will go straight up across in between these two trailers.
Now, they might not be too happy, but...
Well, they'll end up moving those two trailers out. Probably.
Yeah.
But this will be 3 lanes all the way down through here. You can see where the fire hydrant's at. That's going to be the edge of the road. And then there'll be development on both sides of this road.
That's
There may
grand.
be out here. Yep, there's the sports splits.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's what they were working on yesterday.
Yeah, they're working on the drainage.
Who is that?
I don't know. Hold on up.
I wonder if they did.
They don't.
It's gonna be nice.
It's going to be so nice. I'm not...
That's going to do it for this day's vlog. Want to thank the mayor and Brad for having us along. For 3 of us ambassadors joined anyway for the day. I do have another ambassadors meeting coming up this Thursday, so I am going to get this posted. This will likely be up Wednesday is when this goes up, and then I don't know what's going on this weekend. There might be some vlog content this weekend. I guess you'll just have to stay tuned and find out. Give a subscription to the channel. Come back and watch the next one as we once again tell you to be good to one another. We'll see you next time. Bye.